Now, I know this might sound a bit dramatic for a Sunday morning, but stick with me. This story is going to take you through time, from the tiniest microbes to the birth of galaxies, all while answering one simple question: how did we get here, and what does it mean for us today? 60,000 years ago, a small group of our ancestors did something remarkable. They left the warm cradle of Africa and ventured into lands unknown. Crossing scorching deserts, towering mountains, and the vast ocean, it was not a trip for the comfort-seeking. It was a journey of necessity and survival. Yet, the most perplexing part, according to scientists, was the reason behind the journey. What drove our ancestors to push past the familiar horizon? Was it mere curiosity, an urgent need, or something deeper, a primal instinct to explore the unknown? Their reasons might be lost to history, but the impact is here, echoing in every human tale. From these humble beginnings, our kind spread to every corner of the earth. We braved the icy grip of ice ages, tamed the untamable fire, deciphered the secrets of growing food, and raised cities that brushed against the clouds. Along this incredible journey, we gave birth to languages that weave stories and philosophies that ponder existence. We wielded tools that once seemed like magic and machines that now seem commonplace. Each step was a leap into the abyss of uncertainty, a daring venture into what lies ahead. And yet, we prevailed. And yet, when you stand among the countless stars and planets that populate our night sky, this triumph feels like a whisper amidst a cosmic roar. In the grand theater of the universe, intelligent life might be as rare as a shooting star, scientists say. Our very existence is a mosaic of improbable events. The placement of our solar system in the habitable zone of the galaxy, the steadfast stability of our sun, the protective embrace of our magnetic field, and billions of years without a cosmic cataclysm wiping us out. We are, in every sense, a cosmic accident, one that has so far defied the staggering odds stacked against it. Our survival has not always been assured. History has served up moments where humanity teetered on the precipice, where fate itself seemed poised to snuff out our existence. One such moment unfolded on August 12, 1883. Imagine the scene. Mexican astronomer José Benilla gazes into the heart of the sun, his eyes searching for celestial secrets. Suddenly, darkness, not the familiar black of night, but an eerie daytime gloom. Peering closer, he sees it again, dark shapes darting across the solar disk, hundreds of them. At first, he ponders if they are birds or insects, creatures of habit, casting their shadows on the sun. But their sheer number and speed whispers a different tale. Benilla documents over 450 such occurrences in just 2 days. His findings reach fellow astronomers, each scratching their heads in bewilderment. Some speculate that these dark spots are small planets or meteors passing uncomfortably close to Earth. Others dismiss them as earthly illusions, perhaps dust or ice fragments playing tricks in space. But decades later, a chilling thought emerges. What if Benilla's sightings were pieces of a massive comet, one that shaved past our planet? Had those icy fragments struck Earth, the impact could have rivaled or surpassed the asteroid strike that sealed the fate of the dinosaurs. We might have been grazed by an apocalypse without ever realizing it. Fast forward to October 4, 1957. The world holds its breath as a Soviet satellite, Sputnik 1, embarks on a historic journey into orbit. It was the first artificial satellite to circle our planet, marking a pivotal moment in the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union. But beyond the scientific marvel, the launch of Sputnik triggered a seismic shift in global politics. Overnight, it transformed the United States from a nation basking in post-war prosperity to one on the brink of a technological and ideological showdown. The threat of nuclear war loomed larger than ever before. For the first time, a single errant move could trigger a chain reaction leading to the end of the world as we knew it. In the following years, the world braced for impact. As the Cold War intensified, tensions escalated. Alliances were formed, treaties were broken. Each new development ratcheted up the pressure cooker of global politics. The Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962 brought the world to the edge of nuclear disaster. Imagine the dread that gripped people's hearts as they learned that the Soviet Union had placed missiles in Cuba, just 90 miles from the US mainland. For 13 days, the world held its breath as leaders navigated a minefield of threats and negotiations. During this perilous time, the chances of nuclear war were higher than anyone wanted to contemplate. It was a harrowing reminder of how close we had come to annihilation. The prospect of nuclear war continued to loom in the following decades, serving as a grim backdrop to everyday life. Even after the fall of the Berlin Wall and the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991, the specter of nuclear war refused to fade away completely. New alliances were forged, new conflicts arose, and with them, new possibilities for disaster. In 1995, the world witnessed the worst nuclear accident since Chernobyl, when a faulty safety device in the Russian nuclear submarine, the Kursk, allowed a torpedo to accidentally detonate, killing 118 sailors. The incident sent shockwaves around the globe. If this grave incident had occurred in an era of heightened Cold War tensions, it could have escalated into a major international incident. Imagine the Kursk incident unfolding during the height of the Cold War, when trust between nations was at an all-time low. A deadly accident becomes a point of contention, each side accusing the other of sabotage or a covert attack. Public fears escalate, media hysteria grips the world. Suddenly, what was an accident morphs into a catalyst for war. It becomes a game of geopolitical chess, where every move is calculated and every decision carries the weight of potentially triggering a nuclear exchange. As we reflect on this near miss, it serves as a stark reminder of the precarious balance that has kept us from the brink of nuclear war. A reminder that beneath the complexities of geopolitics, there exists a shared humanity that must always strive to prevent such tragedies. In Greenland, during the peak of the Cold War, the United States established a top-secret early warning radar system in the desolate landscape of the Arctic, codenamed Project 457. It was designed to detect any incoming Soviet missiles, giving military commanders mere minutes to make life-or-death decisions. One fateful day, the unthinkable happens. Alarms blare, red lights flash, and the system announces unequivocally that multiple Soviet missiles are on a collision course with North America. The room falls silent, the gravity of the situation pressing down on those present. Is this a false alarm or the real thing? The decision rests with a handful of individuals whose choices will determine the fate of the world. They have mere moments to decide, respond, and risk triggering a full-scale nuclear war that could annihilate the world as we know it, or hold fire and face the consequences of a potential nuclear attack. In that frigid, tense moment, cooler heads prevail. It's discovered that the radar had misinterpreted a strange atmospheric phenomenon caused by sunlight reflecting off clouds, or possibly the moon, as an incoming missile. The world, which had been poised on the edge of oblivion, is given a second chance. This story is just one of many where humanity narrowly escaped catastrophe. Consider the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs, a cosmic event that cleared the path for mammals like our ancestors to thrive, or the small genetic mutations that allowed our species to adapt and survive in diverse environments. Even the emergence of Homo sapiens, our direct ancestor, was a somewhat unlikely event in the grand scheme of evolution. Imagine a timeline where Homo sapiens, with our unique cognitive abilities and capacity for language and abstract thought, never evolved. Without our innovations, would the world be vastly different today? Would other hominid species like Neanderthals have thrived? Or would the course of human history have taken a completely different trajectory? Perhaps the most compelling testament to our improbable journey is the fact that we are here at all. Our existence is a cosmic miracle, a symphony of fortunate events that defy the odds stacked against us. In the grand theater of the cosmos, our story is a beacon of resilience and adaptation. Despite facing countless challenges, we have persevered. We have tamed the wild places and harnessed the forces of nature. We have explored the depths of the oceans and scaled the heights of mountains. We have delved into the mysteries of the atom and ventured beyond our planet to distant moons and distant stars. Yet as we stand on the threshold of the future, we must remember that our journey has been fraught with peril. We have stared into the abyss of nuclear war, grappled with the ethics of genetic engineering, and witnessed the devastating impact of climate change. The challenges we face today may seem insurmountable, but they pale in comparison to the odds we have already overcome. Our history is a testament to our adaptability, our ingenuity, and our capacity for change. It is a story that reminds us that no matter how dire the situation may seem, we have the power to shape our destiny. Today, as we navigate the complexities of the modern world, let us draw inspiration from our ancestors, who dared to dream beyond the horizon. Let us embrace the spirit of exploration and discovery that has propelled us to the forefront of civilization. Most importantly, let us cherish the gift of life that has been bestowed upon us and strive to protect it, for we are the children of the cosmos, and our story is still being written.